Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I wanted to talk about the Helios 44M-2 and some footage that I captured with it using the Panasonic G85, as well as some footage that I captured with the G85 and the Helios 44M-2. So if you haven't heard about this lens before, it's a vintage lens. It's Russian with a German descent. I'm gonna put some links in the description from a creator that goes by the name of Holtze. He's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and he does a pretty thorough job explaining the history of the Helios 44M-2, and he also talks about where this lens has been used and a bunch of other cool things as well. So go check this guy's videos out after you're done watching this video, and let's get back to it. So I've had this lens for approximately 6 months. I picked it up in August of 2023. At the time, I was going through a little bit of a depression, and this lens helped me to get out of that depression. How it did that was it helped me to just get back into the mode of being creative. So if anybody could relate to that, let me know about it down in the comments. You're not alone, and talking about it helps. So yeah, I found this lens on Facebook Marketplace from a seller that was selling it for $15. I had seen some other YouTubers talk about this lens before, and the stuff that they had shown with it looked pretty cool, which made me want to look it up online. When I did, I noticed that the prices on eBay and Amazon were around $80 to $150 for the lens, and that's buying it from private sellers. So at the time, I didn't have the extra money to put out for that lens, and I just kind of forgot about it. Then one day I was looking through Facebook Marketplace, and I seen that a person was selling it for an awesome price. I hopped on that deal, and I was lucky to be able to secure the transaction and get the lens. So what you're looking at right now is some footage that I captured with the G85 and the Helios 44M-2. This footage was from a couple mornings ago during the sunrise. The temperature was approximately minus 17 to minus 18 with the wind chill. So it was pretty cold. I don't know if you can tell from the fog that all the exhaust is letting off from the vehicles and whatnot. All right, so the footage I captured with the G85 was 4K at 24 frames per second with the write speed of 100 megabytes per second. The color profile was natural, and then I did a light grade with the Dehancer Pro OFX plugin. If you're interested in picking up the Dehancer Pro OFX plugin for yourself, check out the link in the description with the promo code PASSION, and you could get 10% off at your final purchase price. One thing to keep in mind when you're using the Helios 44M-2 on a Micro Four Thirds camera, it's going to be double the focal length. So what I mean by that is it's originally 58 millimeters, but when you put it on a Micro Four Thirds camera, because of the 2x crop factor, what you're really getting is 116 millimeter focal length. And this is a telephoto lens style of a focal length. What I mean by that is it's going to give you a compression in the background. It's going to make some of the things that are larger in the background appear like they're closer and more compressed behind the subject. So this lens has a minimum focus distance of approximately 6.6 inches, but when you're putting it on a Micro Four Thirds camera system, it's going to be double that, which is approximately 13 inches. And being that close to the camera lens, you're not going to get that much stuff in the frame because of the large focal length. So it's going to make it a little bit challenging to find certain frames and compositions using this lens on a Micro Four Thirds camera. One of the first things that I filmed with this lens with the G85 was a spec ad for a Ford commercial at a Ford dealership in the city where I live. I'll put the specs for the video that I shot it in on the screen now.
Come and see us today at 68 Great Northern Road
I paid for the voiceover off of a voiceover artist on Fiverr.com for a reasonable price as well. So if you're looking to have somebody do voiceovers for yourself that's not AI, check out Fiverr.com and you might be surprised at what you could find for a reasonable price. Let me know in the comments what you guys have done with vintage lenses and your camera setups. Have you used vintage lenses before? What's your experience with that? Let's talk about it down in the comments and spark up some conversations. So that's going to wrap up this video here, guys. I just wanted to show you guys some footage that was captured with the G85 and the Helios 44M-2, as well as some footage captured with the G85 and the Helios 44M as well. Thanks for checking out this video, and we'll see you in the next one.